got onto the topic of Halloween Ends the other day with some friends, and we were discussing just how divisive the ending was for hardcore Halloween fans. I had my opinions, they had theirs, but it got me thinking about the last time we saw a bunch of our favorite slashers. Did those scenes make us happy, sad, angry? So today, I'm taking a peek at where we were last left with some of our favorite Hollywood serial killers. Freddy Krueger, A Nightmare on Elm Street. This version of Freddy Krueger had fans running for the hills. It was quite the departure from what Robert Englund gave us in the original series of A Nightmare on Elm Street. In the last glimpse we've got of Mr. Krueger, we see he has not been defeated by Nancy, and comes through the mirror just as we're starting to feel safe again, sending his knife fingers right through the back of her mother's skull and out her eyeballs. For such a letdown of a movie, this sequence was one hell of a place to leave Freddy Krueger. Ghostface, Scream 7. Of course, it wouldn't be a Scream movie without more than one Ghostface. So here, we have Sidney taking on the Ghostface duo of Marco and Jessica. Marco doesn't last long once he gives Sidney his obligatory reveal, and Jessica isn't too long for this world either. Sidney stabs the crap out of her abdomen, but that's certainly not enough for a slasher film, so when she inevitably pops back up, Sidney and Tatum shoot the living shit out of her. Epic. The Candyman, Candyman 2021. At the end of this Candyman sequel, we see the Candyman summoned by Brianna in his new form. Shortly after killing all the cops, the Candyman transforms back into his original form as portrayed by Tony Todd. Not much to say here, other than it was great to see Tony Todd as the Candyman one last time before his untimely death. Chucky, Child's Play 2019. Let's face it, brute violence ain't gonna keep a good guy doll down, or a buddy doll, as it were in this 2019 remake, after getting completely smashed. Literally, I mean, not in the way I get smashed. And then roasted to a crisp in a burn barrel, we see a boxed up buddy doll being placed on a shelf in a retail store. As the camera slowly creeps up to the buddy doll's face, we get the inevitable come to life moment as his eyes light up and he cracks a little grin. Our boy Chucky was hoping to come back for a sequel, but unfortunately, this reimaging of Child's Play left a plasticky taste in the viewers' mouths. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. I'm not sure how many TCM remakes and reimaginings we can get, but this jacked up version of Leatherface leaves us with a nice smile on our faces. At the end, at least. While the film wasn't exactly met with rave reviews, they do send Leatherface off with one final gruesome kill, yanking Melody out of the window of the car and promptly removing her head from her body in one quick swipe of his chainsaw. The way he holds her head up for Lila to see is straight up savage. We then get a quick throwback to the original, with Leatherface wildly swinging his chainsaw around to end the film. Not a bad way to send old Catchermitt off. Pennywise, It, Welcome to Derry. The Welcome to Derry series was a fantastic extension to the It films of the 2010s. In the series finale, the kids are trying to replace the dagger that completes the cage that keeps Pennywise contained. The dancing clown himself, he's not pleased. Of course, the little bastards get the dagger back in place, which sends a burst of flaming light into the crazed clown, knocking him on his ass for a moment before he sits up Michael Myers style. Old Penny then cracks up like my knuckles in January and explodes into pieces. A fitting end for Pennywise. For now. Art the Clown, Terrifier 3. Speaking of clowns, our boy Art has had a long day of killing in the most violent and sometimes hilarious ways, and now needs to catch the bus to get home. Fortunately, he doesn't have to wait long. The only other passenger on the bus is a lady reading The Ninth Circle, which if you get that reference, you're a true Art the Clown fan. And of course, Art has to do what Art does, pulls out his trusty little air horn, letting the lady know he wants to honk her hoo-has. Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, 2009. The last of Jason Voorhees we'd get for a solid 16 years was predictable, but still, you couldn't help but enjoy the last-second jump scare after Clay rolls Jason's lifeless body back into the lake. When Jason comes blasting through the dock to pull Whitney down into the depths of Crystal Lake with him, nobody was surprised, but it was a fitting send-off for the hockey mask killer. Now, in 2025, we did get a new version of Jason Voorhees in a short film titled Sweet Revenge. This is something of an offshoot entry, since it's not a full film and not a TV series. This Jason has a revamped look that kept hardcore fans kind of scratching their heads. I personally didn't mind the new look, but nobody gives a crap what I think. So the last we actually get of Jason is him and his new foil about to go at it. This bitch has powers too, so this could go either way. My money is on Jason though. Michael Myers, Halloween Ends. So the final entry on this list was also the motivating factor to make it. Michael Myers finally meets his end at the hands of Laurie Strode with the assist from Allison. Laurie bleeds Michael out on her kitchen table and at the same time commits one of the biggest faux pas you can in a Halloween movie, and that's to remove Michael's mask. Now that Michael is dead, Laurie and Allison say, "Nah, we need to make him more dead." Their plan? Chop his ass into tiny little pieces by throwing him into an industrial car parts shredder. This is the last time we will ever see this version of Michael Myers. The Michael Laurie saga is done forever. So that was a look at where we were last left with some of our favorite Hollywood slashers. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments what you think about where we left off with some of your favorite slashers. And as always, be sure to tune in next time to find out what's on tap. Zoom on.